love to fly up in the sky. Through the clouds I reach so high, climbing up to touch the light. Adventure calls me day and night. The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dream's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. The stars above begin to shine, painting trails so bright and fine. Every turn brings something new, endless skies in brilliant blue.
You need to set parking brakes.
The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dream's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the drum's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. I love to fly up in the sky. Through the clouds I reach so high, climbing up to touch the light. Adventure calls me day and night. The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dream's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. The stars above begin to shine, painting trails so bright and fine. Every turn brings something new, endless
Runway
skies
awareness,
in brilliant
okay.
blue.
Meters.
The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dream's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light.
Hello everyone, welcome to yet another flight. Sorry, my voice still is recovering. We're about to begin, so I'm just taking the music off for now. And here we are in Malta, and look at that, right? Parked right next to a Primair 737-800. We have this beauty 737-700. We're using, like I say in the description, we're using a 737-700. ASL Airlines only has 800 Boeing converted BCFs, but flying a 737 from ASL would not be an issue. First of all, let me welcome my friends here, Drexy, welcome, as well as Dinesh. Thank you both for coming. The flight today is going to be very special. You see, just yesterday we had an update for Flight Simulator 2024. That's the SU5, Service Update 5. It has some good promises of having better performance and some optimizations. We'll see. We're here to test just that. Let me just start by saying that I've flown very scarcely in this model, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect. But oh, let me set up the overhead progression bar. So give me just a second for Malta to Malaga. Real quick. So today we'll be flying out of Luqa into Costa del Sol airport in southern Spain. So it's going to be a nice little flight. I'm not entirely sure about the weather. I'm sorry, I didn't really search for it today. But this is going to be a cargo flight, the ones I like, the ones without passengers to please. So expect some rough landings and some skidding off the runway. Nah, I'm joking. I just like cargo because we can fly off to remote ramps, that's all. And no need to hassle with passenger loading and all that. Anyway, let's go in, let's prep the flight. As usual, there's Betsy. Hello, Betsy. Say hello to the fine gentleman here. Alright, so let's set it up. So here we go from this is flight Tango Alpha India, Yankee 33 Tango out of Malta to Malaga. This is the flight plan we're expecting, so very straightforward, a very short flight considering this plane can do much more than this. You went to Cascais, Diniz? You went to the aerodrome? So let's go search departure. Let's go check the airport and pin it right here. And let's initialize the flight here as well. So first of all, let's run our checklist. I was almost forgetting the checklist, very important. Picking up my paper checklists here, just letting you know how I do things. By the book. Pre-flight checklist, parking brake is set, or isn't. It is not. It is now. Battery switch on and covered. It is on and covered. Ground power connected and on. It is connected and on. IRS selector is going to be set to nav 1 and 2. Cabin utility set to off. Sorry, to on. IFE passenger seat power, this plane does not have that. This is for the MAX 8. Emergency lights armed. Close the guard. Fasten seatbelt set to on, as well as the climb. Logo lights on. Position set to steady as it is. Wing lights and wheel well just for the remaining or before flight. Position lights are set steady. Window heat, let's turn it on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They should all come back on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Done. Trim air set to on. Might as well just change the camera here. Here we go. Most of these are up here anyway. So this plane does not have a trim air, so we're going to skip that. Recycling fans set to auto. Packs set to auto on both sides. There they are. We don't have air pressure on the ducts anyway, so isolation valve set to open. Pressurization panel set to auto as it is. Fuel pump forward on is on. Altimeters, let's check the altimeters here now from our T80s. There it is. So this is for Malta Airport. Altimeter is QNH is 1018. Let's set that up. 10. Let me zoom out a little bit for your viewing pleasure. There it is. 1018. Oops. -1. Set and 1018. And on the standby 1018 set. Transponder check out off. There it is, and it's out off. Done. Flight directors 1 and 2 are set to on. Done. And let's set up our FMC. Now it comes the lengthy bit. Nice, Denise. I hope the flight went well. It's pretty cool. I love Cascais. It was where I used to live, right next to it. Alright, so ARAC is active. Position initiation. So we're going to set the previous or last position. Pressing here and here, and now the INS will align according to that last position. There it goes. It's going to start aligning. IRS left and right is going to start aligning. So let's go back here. Requested nav performance RNP. Why? Why is that? It's weird. Alright, we can do this differently. LMEL is a reference airport. Let's go for the gate. Which gate is this one? Gate 3. Let me confirm this. Oh, a hotfix. Apply hotfix. So it's probably cargo gate. This is apron 8. I'm pretty sure this is cargo gate 3. So let's try to see if this is gate 3. Nope, not in database. So I need to wait for GSX to confirm, or I can go here to the charts. Go for the parking stands. So we are right here. Oh, there it is. So we are probably, this is the cargo terminal, apron 8, so it's probably 32. Yeah, because this is gate 3, that's why. So it's probably mic 3. Let's try gate 32. See if that gives us a better. Not in database. Pretty sure it is on the database. Anyway, so the GPS position looks pretty similar to the center point on the airport. So I suppose that warning was not really relevant. Oh. Why not? Why can't we request the flight plan? Oh, we can. Alright, so flight plan requested from Lima Mike Lima to Lima Echo Mike Golf. That is correct. Flight initial altitude 3, flight level 380, cost index 57 with distance of 949 nautical miles. Boa tarde, Ângelo Santos. Bem-vindo. So we're going to set the payload, set the fuel, and select the route. It's going to request a flight plan from out of data link. So let's just give it a little flood here, nothing too big, too fancy. A little bit flooding, as well as on the overhead. Right here on the back, it's already well lit, which is going to boost it ever so slightly. I'm going to check those master cautions in a moment. Alright, route uplink ready, let's load it. Still waiting. And there it is. Here are our legs. Let's go for the departure from Malta, and let's call tower, request IFR for clearance.
Quality 33 Tango, request IFR clearance to Malaga Airport.
Malaga.
Quality 33 Tango, Luqa Tower, expect runway 13. Climb 6,000 feet on runway center line, then expect radar vectors in Eben. Squawk 4664.
Expect runway 13. Climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors in Eben. Squawk 4664. Quality 33 Tango.
Quality 33 Tango, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Roger that. Quality 33 Tango.
Alright, so we are expecting runway 13 and radar vectors to Neben. Squawk 4664. Let's do that. 4664. Alright, and that's about it for now. So let's go for the runway 13 and no vectors, so no departure here for now. Alright, so let's set up our runway heading, which should be, so we are going through runway 132 heading, so let's go 132. Right on the money. And let's go back here, back to legs, activate, execute. Alright, so now we got, oh, is it the wrong way? Runway 13, yeah, I selected the right runway, so why? Runway 13, yeah. So why is my heading the other way around? So you see the magenta line is pointing north, but we're supposed to go southbound? I don't get it. Yeah, look at that. So we're departing this way. I did insert the right heading, so we're departing this way, but our course should be the opposite way to Neben. So we're gonna make like a U-turn. Alright, we'll figure it out. So let's request loading. Apply. So another hot fix. GSX is not, it's not going to cooperate, is it? Alright, APU will be started in a moment. It's currently off, but let's test our oxygen here. And Betsy, can you test your oxygen, please? As well as the co-pilot seat. I can test here the jump seat oxygen. Good. 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 The switch is there, it's just not, I can't just, oh, there it is. Right, okay. Close the chair now. Alright. Tester 100% and waiting for GSX to come to life. Alright, request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Use your own stairs. So we are hoping everything works today as intended. Oh, well, where are the stairs going? What the heck? What is it doing? That's not a way to do things. Alright, the reason why the main door isn't open is because we need hydraulic power. So let's just give it some hydro power so it can start opening. That chair is still going. Rear stairs are still going. Let's see if this works, because last time it was a mess. By the way, Trexie likes to see the packages. Let's go see the packages. What do you think, Trexie? FedEx, UPS, there's Amazon, there's UPS, Amazon, Best Buy. Where the heck does Best Buy come from? Walmart, and Best Buy again. I don't know if there are any Best Buy shops in Europe at all. Amazon, it delivers here, UPS as well. Alright, so let him work. We'll just let him work for now. Yeah, resource usage. This is something that I've seen happening every time there's a new SU update. Apparently it's back with SU5, so sometimes the memory will be exceeded. Let's just wait for the cargo to be loaded now. So the main cargo door is open, as you can see here. It's a nice indication there. Still concerned that we're going to take off the opposite way, but hey, the ATC will surely give us some nice directions. So now that we are loading our cargo, it's 25%. We're going to wait a little longer to start our APU so we don't spend too much fuel. But we can already set up some stuff here on the FMC, so we can request the performance via data link. It's going to be somewhere close to our performance tool here. So we are going to take off from runway 13. We can import this, import from aircraft. It's already loaded with the weights. Import the weather. We got wind 07012.
Taxi to ramp 6 via Charlie Tango Uniform Victor.
Taxi to ramp 6 via Charlie Tango Uniform Victor, Skynight 491.
Bit too loud. Temperature is 17, QNH 1018. Alright, let's calculate this. So accelerate altitude height is 1,500 feet, flaps 1 for takeoff, 86.6 on the N1 as a limit, takeoff 1 for the RTG, flex is 55, trim 5.53, V1 is 130, VR 131, V2 133. Our takeoff VRAF is 131 at a weight of 56.6 gross weight. Alright, let's see if this coincides. 56.6 gross weight confirmed. CG will be 23.1. Our trip, that's not right, it's not 39 or 8. We're going to set that up correctly, but we'll accept this for now. Execute, and we're going to go through our flight plan to check out the correct performance. Oh, sorry, not here. Here. So we are expecting flight level 308, and then flight level 400 at Coca, and I think that's the one we're gonna set up, 400. So it is there, it's just 399er for the trip, which isn't correct, but anyway. So I'm gonna set it up here, flight level 400, sorry. 400, flight level 400 set. Alright, looks cool. Now let's go for the N1 limit. We're going to set takeoff 1, and our flags
DZ78 Delta Kilo
is
ready to pick up IFR
55. Done. With a reduction 86.6%, so this is how much power we're going to set to the engines. Take off flaps 1, and our CG is going to be 23.1. Done. That sets our trim 5.54. Yeah, 5.53 here. It's alright. So our QRH 130, 131, 133. Let 130, 131, 133 correct. So let's insert these. All good. Takeoff weight 56.7. Done. So performance is set. We're just waiting for GSX to tell us they're ready. Also turn this on, and well, we can't go LNAV. We're gonna need heading select for now, armed, because we cannot follow LNAV without a departure, but can certainly reuse our heading. There goes our Amazon packages in. Alright, so waiting for the weight and balance. So this is our flight envelope, and these settings are translated right here. So this is our takeoff puck, our landing puck, predicted landing puck, and our zero fuel weight. So basically we want all these to be within the flight envelopes. So we want the green to be inside this green envelope, the magenta inside this envelope, and the red inside the red envelope. Of course, the most important one for us right now is a takeoff puck. It's well within the parameters. But you can see that with the current weight, we are also within the landing puck. So that's important to note. The plane exceeds the structural and weight limitations for takeoff and landing. Our main door is closing. It means that our cargo has been loaded fully, I believe. The door takes a long time to close because it's huge. Oops.
Via Foxtrot, cross runway 13, taxi via Foxtrot, holding short of runway 13, easy 78 Delta Kilo.
There, door closed. Now this little handle will go in. There it is. Done. Alright. So, we're pretty much good to go. We're gonna start our APU now. We got our forward one fuel pump to feed it. Let's go outside and listen to it. There's our APU right there. This is the exhaust area. It's quite different on the Max now. It's cone shaped now, but the original 737s all had this little nozzle here. For some reasons the flaps are fully deployed. They should be. Let's bring them up. I I think it's just syncing with my joystick, and the joystick lever was fully down, that's why. Right, APU is on. And there's some memory management issues with service update 5 for sure. Every time I switch cameras, the computer takes a little moment to think about it. Right, APU switched bus 1 and bus 2. Ground power is switched off. We can now get rid of it. So release ground power. Our parking brake is set, so we can also remove the chokes. This will also remove any ground handling unit that's currently around the plane when we remove the chokes. But now we can just call GSX and tell it to prepare for pushback. There it is. Nice little pin on our hand.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Affirm. And we're going to call our tower here and request ground, actually. Request push and start.
Quality 33 Tango, request pushback and engine start.
There's no push start on this gate, by the way. We are going to need to roll around this gate. Oh my, these stairs are not working correctly. It's hitting the airplane. I'm gonna make a screenshot out of this. Give me a second, I need to make a screenshot out of this. Yeah. Not good. So these ground units are all over the place for departure and arrival. Anyway, we do have a pushback. It is coming. I thought you see this yellow line here? Usually you taxi auto on your own power, but apparently we are going to be pushed. All right, fine with me. The less work I need to do, the better.
Locking gear.
Alright, before start checklist, ground power disconnected and off. Chocks have been removed. Flight deck doors are closed. Yaw damper switched to on. Probe heats left and right. Hydraulic pumps both on. Both sides, I mean. Fuel pumps all on. Anti-collision lights on. Packs left and right to off. And let's start the engines as soon as we get the clearance from the ground staff. I bet it's... oh, stand by. So we need to push northeast, northwest. So to the left. So nose left, tail right. Yeah. Yes. Continue. Nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released. Oops. Now it is.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All aircraft be advised information.
Start number 1.
QNH 1018.
Oop. See? I told you. This pushback is all over the place. Alright, starting number 1. We need... what the heck is going on outside? Alright, waiting for 20% N2. There it is. Eject. Air conditioning off. That's expected. We're going to start elapse time. engine 1 started. Center fuel tanks as well. Start number 2.
Please set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
There it is. Inject. Both engines have started. We can call it off for GSX.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
Done and done. Done and done. Let's just set our power here. APU power off. Packs set to auto. Isolation set to auto. Done. Let's continue our checklists. Before taxi checklist, engine generators 1 and 2 are on anti-ice. What's our TAT? 17 degrees, no need. Auto brakes set to RTO.
Unlocking gear.
Flaps set, flaps 1 for takeoff. Flap set. Trim is, well, let's go here to performance. Trim set 554. Right there. APU is off, APU bleed is off. Packs left and right are on. Isolation valve set to auto. Flight controls, let's check them. Full deflection left, neutral. Full deflection right, neutral. Full pitch up, neutral. Full pitch down, neutral. Full rudder right, left, sorry, neutral. Full rudder right, neutral. Speed brakes. This one needs to be done by hand for some reason, doesn't accept my speed brakes. Hello. Speed brakes fully extended. Why it's so slow? Don't know. Set. Flight controls checked. Ground equipment is clear. We're gonna request taxi.
Taxi to holding point Hotel November, runway 13, via India Juliet, Hotel November.
Taxi to holding point Hotel November, runway 13 by India, Juliet Hotel November, quality 33 Tango.
Taxi lights hit, taxi run, turn off lights, turned on. So we're fully ready. Let's get this show on the road. Track IR is back on and centralized. Alright, so we are going through taxiway India Juliet Hotel. So I think it's going to force us to go make a little excursion because of the
Contract 142, ready to copy IFR cleared to Clone Bun.
Contract 142.
Actually, no.
Expect runway 13, goes to 3 Bravo departure. Squawk 4226.
Actually, we are going through
Squawk 422.
Hotel November, so we're gonna hold short over there. Nice. Alright.
Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Wilco, contract 142. Contract 142, request pushback.
Contract 142. Luqa ground, pushback.
So this is India.
Face northwest.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest. Contract
and hotel to the left.
Contact Luqa Tower 135.1.
And we're going to the tower already.
35.1, quality 33 Tango.
So quality is the call sign for ASL, just in case you didn't realize it. Alright, we are in the hotel and then going through Hotel November. This is hotel. Runway ahead. So there's a holding point up to our...
Approaching 13.
There's a visual holding point somewhere. I hope. Oh, there isn't, so we're gonna hold here then. Alright, let's go through the before takeoff checklist. Parking brake set. Auto throttle is armed. Takeoff data. V1 is 138. VR is 131 and V2 is 132. Which are we gonna set it right here? Terrain and weather display. Let's set up the terrain here and there, and let's set it up. Terrain here and weather here. Landing lights will be on. Position lights will be strobe and steady. Taxi lights will be set to off. We can set our transponder for TARA. Done. And we're gonna start our clock, which we already have. Alright, let me sit down correctly. Alright, good. Looking good, let's call it in.
Quality 33 Tango, holding short, runway 13.
Quality 33 Tango, Luqa Tower, wind 070 degrees.
Here we go.
10 knots, fly runway heading, runway 13 cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Quality 33 Tango.
We are cleared for takeoff already. Set strobe and steady. Done. We can turn off the wheel well lights. Turn on the wing lights. Approaching 13. A lot of brakes with this new update.
On runway 13.
Confirmed. Alright, there we go. Ready? Ready, Betsy? Let's go. Thrust set. Airspeed alive. Check. Thrust hold. Rotate. Oh, lots of brakes. Positive rate, gear up. So we're following runway heading for now.
Contract 142, Luqa Tower, wind 070 degrees, 10 knots, runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Runway 13 cleared for takeoff, contract 142. Quality 33 Tango, contact Luqa radar departure 128.15.
Contact Luqa radar departure.
Speed check, flaps up.
128.15. Quality 33 Tango. Luqa radar, quality 33 Tango, 2,900 feet.
Quality 33 Tango, Luqa radar departure. Good evening, identified. Climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level
Autopilot
190,
left
quality
A
33 Tango.
gauge.
Quality 33 Tango, turn right, heading 310.
Turn right, heading 310, quality 33 Tango.
As expected, we need to make a U-turn. After takeoff checklist, the positive rate of climb gear is up. Auto brake set off.
Luqa radar, contract
Runway turn off lights and taxi lights off. Autopilot has been engaged.
Luqa radar departure identified. Climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190.
QNH set standard and cross-checked. This one's a little harder to see. It is set standard. Passing the clouds. Still following headings through radar vectoring. Coming up on heading 310, at which point they will probably tell us to resume on navigation. Is my YouTube chat frozen? Alright.
Resume on navigation, quality 33 Tango.
Let's go turn direct to Niven or Naben or whatever they want to call it. Arm VNAV, not yet. Yeah, we need to be on intercept heading. It's perfectly understandable. And they're just about there. Not yet, apparently. That's it. Come on, guys. Ah, there you go. Now we are armed and fully ready for VNAV. Sorry, LNAV. There it is, LNAV being intercepted. So we're now flying FMC directions as well as altitudes. We passed 10,000 feet, landing lights off, no longer required. Now it's going to make a little turn to intercept course. If we didn't want it to do that, we can remain on heading select towards Niven. But what it does is it's always going to try to fly up above the magenta line. Yeah, it was uneventful, Trexie. Very uneventful. That's the way we like it.
Center on 22.775, quality 33 Tango. Malta control, quality 33 Tango, moving flight level 167 for flight level 190.
That's our initial climb. Then we're going to request for flight level 400. So VNAV, arm and press again. 380 set. And we no longer need this. How's Betsy? She's herself. So let's see, zoom in. This is our flight for, oh my. This is our flight for today. We are just going through Sicily now. Not Sicily. Why does it keep, oh my god. Keeps zooming. Not Sicily, it's just the other Maltese island. But Sicily is up to our right and to the north. We got some nasty nose wind pulling us back ever so slightly. Let's go outside and appreciate the view for a moment. The only downside of making these flights at this time is that we never catch daylight, right, Betsy? We need to make some flights in the afternoon. Maybe next Sunday, this Sunday, maybe I'll make a flight in the afternoon so that we at least try to fly during the daytime. I love flying at night, but I completely understand that for the viewers, it's a little darker than... I do try to make things brighter with some extra cockpit lighting when I can, but it's never the same, right? Looking outside, at least. One of the beauties of flying to the west is that we get this lingering twilight. I love it. So what's up with SU5, this latest update for Flight Simulator 2024? I'm sure you guys can find a lot of info about people testing it already. In my single very light test that I've done earlier, I've noticed that the simulator is much heavier. In fact, for the first time, I think I'm going to need to reduce my visual quality ever so slightly, because I've noticed that it's just insane. Lots of stuttering, lots of rethinking on the computer side. So I will need to review some of my settings. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that later. But yeah, it is a real issue whenever there's a service update to have this kind of issues. But it is what it is. If you guys don't want to risk having issues with the service updates, then you don't have a choice actually. Nowadays you need to update, but never join the betas, beta, whatever, BETA, the beta. Oh, what's it called? Beta, yeah, beta. That's not us. I thought it said quality. Never test the betas, because the betas are really where the bugs come around. And for those that are in the news, this service update was delayed about a week, more or less, because they said they were still struggling with a few minor issues. I don't know what minor issues they were struggling, because there are huge issues with optimization, and it's a real shame. I mean, I don't have a top-end computer, but I do have a 5080, and I don't like to see these stutters whenever we changed from cockpit to external view and back. Doesn't sound like I'm sporting a 5080. I'm gonna check here my flight plan. That's what I wanted to see. So we need to go to 400 at Coca. Let's see, where's that? Yeah, that's the 1, 2, 3, third, fourth waypoint. So way after top of descent. There it is, Coca, right there. At about I don't know, 200 nautical miles still to go. So we need to go through the top of climb first, and then after we pass these 1, 2, 3 waypoints. Before we reach Kauka, we're going to request a new flight level 400. 737 is a workhorse, as you know. Lots of airlines still fly it, although nowadays the 320 is the most popular plane in the skies. Back in the day, the 737 was king before Airbus took it. And there's a reason for it. It's the versatility of this amazing flight model. The most famous 737 is, of course, the 800. The 700 comes, I would say, second. Then the 900, which is the extended version, and finally the 600, the short one. So we're gonna go make our little tour. This isn't the passenger version, but as you saw with the MD-11F, the last flight we did for a cargo flight, this is pretty much what you get as a galley. There's this little coffee maker, just like in the MD-11, with a little stove, a little oven to heat up your food. There's a loo, crew only, of course. There are no passengers. The only passengers, quote unquote, that you can have back here are the standby crew, the load master, and then you have this little door which on this plane doesn't open, I think. Or does it? I may have pressed something I shouldn't have. I don't know. But you can clip through it and see what's inside. So the cargo currently is not full, but as you can see, there's still a little gap between the fuselage and the cargo compartments. I think there's one unit missing here. That's a lot of room, extra room. The cargo should come all the way here to these red ones. They're the final clippings for the cargo. And yeah, this is the door isn't this big. The door is about just this span here that's gonna open. Oh yeah, it is this big. I'm thinking about like the 737. Sorry, the MD-11 or the 777 cargo door. That's huge, and I'm thinking, there's no way the 737 cargo door could be this huge. But it is huge, because you know you need to load these pallets. It's huge pallets inside. So yeah, and this is the only little door you got. It's not even fully isolated, so it's a lot of noise coming in. There's another set of seats here. Door on the left, door on the right. Pretty much like a standard passenger version door. There's our cockpit door, and the loo is not modeled. PMDG doesn't get bothered with that. There's no crew rest, nothing of the sort. If you want to rest, you just, I don't know, get a sleeping bag or something and sleep. These are smaller planes anyway. Coming up on top of climb, sorry. It is 1,000 feet to go. Where is this chart light coming from? It should have a flashlight. There it is. It's not turning on. Or is this? Ah, this is the map light. Alright, this is the one. So where's this chart light? So I think this is the one. Yeah. Do I control it here? No. Chart light. This is the spotlight. Where's the chart light? Over here, maybe? Yeah, it's not turning on, is it? This is not model, I suppose. I think the chart light comes from here, but I don't see any light here for that. Not all airplanes have these lights equipped anyway, so no bother. Alright, cruise flight, let's accelerate time to 4 times. Yeah, Here we go. Until we reach Coca, at which point I will. So center fuel tanks are empty. Turn off. I was saying as soon as we get in the vicinity of Coca, request to climb flight level 400 as planned. Right here in our flight plan. 400.
Contact room radar 131.1.
Contact room radar 131.1, quality
Yeah,
3310.
I know. We need to climb to 400. Give it a moment.
Reference 36 Hotel Romeo, room radar identified.
Room radar, quality 33 Tango, flight level 380.
We're in Rome radar right now. We're gonna stay here for a moment, then we go to Tunis. We're gonna skim the north in Africa.
Flight level 354. Beeline 8 Whiskey Golf, room radar identified.
By the way, they say that now there's a representation of time compression in the minimap. I wonder what they mean by minimap, because there's no minimap here. Where's that minimap? Where's the time compression? I don't see anything. So this has been an issue since Flight Simulator 2020.
Ryanair 559 Foxtrot, contact Cagliari approach 122.905.
Contact Cagliari approach 122.905, Ryanair 559 Foxtrot.
Ryanair 4852, Axita 1 Golf, runway 08. Report ready for descent. Axita 1 Golf, runway 08.
Flight planner, aircraft.
4852. Ryanair
Nah.
4852, descent to flight level 150.
I need to read that again.
Flight level 150, Ryanair 4852.
So the top of descent will always move forward, because we have on the FMC 400, but on the MCP is 380. That's why it was telling me reset MCP altitude.
X-ray runway 07. Report ready for descent.
But we can't climb too fast because of performance. We're gonna need to wait until the planned cruise altitude, and that's at Coca right there. So after we pass Manix, about halfway we're gonna request flight level 400, and we aim to reach, you see here at Coca, we plan to reach 400. Even though the plane is already asking me to go 400, I have to obey the flight plan altitudes. So we are now in Tunis airspace. Let's see if we get the Andover. We're going so fast that we're going faster than what the ATC can process. That's why it's taking a little longer to reach us. So right there, that's Tunisia. Let's go to Tunis control. Alright, we have been identified. So destination, I've never been, Tunisia. Maybe I'll make a flight here someday. By the way, I'm sorry about the aircraft identification on my progress bar. There's something I really can't do much about. It just misidentifies using that huge string instead of just saying it's a B738. It's not even a B738, that's even wrong. It should be a B737, that's it. But it's misidentifying the aircraft. Alright, we're passing now Manic, and we're going to request our climb to flight level 400. For that we're going to resume normal time compression, and now we're going to request it from our friends at Tunis Center. Tunis Center, quality 33 Tango, request flight level 400. There we go.
Climb to flight level 400, quality 33 Tango.
There it goes. Climbing. In reality, we should be climbing a little closer to the waypoint, but it's perfectly alright to do it before that. The idea is to cross Coca at 400. Besides, the plane was already requesting 400 a long time ago, and we don't want to mess with the with our pressurization system whatsoever. It's incredible we don't have any VORs right here, so close to Tunis. So this right here is the tip of Sicilia. Sorry, this is not Sicilia. This is oh my god, what's it called? My geography. Sorry guys. Oh my god, what's it called? The name of it. It's part of Italy, that much is true. Anyway, we're not gonna go across it. It's just part of Italy, very well known island. This is Sicily. And then you'll have this other island and this smaller island as well. This is actually so Ajaccio. This is it belongs to France, and this belongs to Italy. Oh my god, I need to check my geography. Give me a moment. I'm going to be bugged if I don't. Santorini. Oh my god. Is it Santorini? Sardinia. Alright, so. So the boot where the boot kicks is Sicily. This is Sardinia we're looking right now. And then, so this is Sicily. This is Sardinia, and this is Corsica. This belongs to France, this belongs to Italy, and this belongs to Italy as well. We're not even gonna get any closer to that. We're gonna go straight to Algiers airspace, because then we're gonna start turning southwest towards the coast of Spain and make our approach to Malaga. And we are at flight level 400, so let's resume auto cruise.
We'll head direct back to then resume all navigation to
And let's turn off the seatbelt signs for the 2 passengers we got on the back. As always, you get some nose wind ruining our party. Yeah, Drexy, I'm using time compression, so it's going to be 4 times the speed, normal speed. So we're still in Algiers control. I'm sorry about these erratic zooming, but I'm not doing anything. It's doing that on its own. Not sure why. See that? It just zoomed out all on its own. There's nothing. I got connected to the computer that could be doing that. I have to apologize, there was a spammer in the chat speaking what appears to be Arabic. Sorry mate. Speak in English or not at all. Simply because we can't read it, I have to translate it, and if I do translate it, probably going to be something I don't want to read. So instead of having to get on in all that trouble just to read something that in the end most likely is spam, please do try to write in English at least, or Portuguese, but I'm not even going to ask everybody to speak in Portuguese, but at least in English, guys, make an effort, please. Respect everybody that doesn't speak your language. You could see me speaking in Portuguese here, and I guess I could, it's my channel, but I do that out of respect for the majority of people that visits my channel. But sometimes when there's Portuguese visitors, I do speak in Portuguese. But can you imagine having to translate everybody that jumps in speaking their own native language? Doesn't make sense, does it? So please, if you want to speak, I'm all ears. If you want to criticize what you see, if you don't like what you see, you want to say so. Or if you like it and you want to say so as well, try your best to speak in English and I'll gladly speak with you. Otherwise, Certainly not Arabic or any language that I don't dominate. And it's crazy. Sometimes I also get like Chinese people speaking here, or Russians, lots of Russians as well. I have to delete the comments. Why do you speak in Russian? Of course, half the time when I go and translate it, it's something like promoting an obscure like gambling website or something crazy like that. But there could be sometimes people speaking genuinely, saying hello. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying, and if I have to pick up my phone and translate what you're saying, I can either do that all night or fly my plane, if you know what I mean. Not trying to be rude here, but please do understand that I can't really understand what you're saying. You know what? I'm gonna get my time to fix that progress bar on the top. Give me a moment here. It's not gonna take that long. By. All right, just one more second. Now, almost done. Should be good now. Let's see. There's a little delay, and there it is. Boeing 737. T33 Tango. Done, fixed. See guys, told you it wouldn't take that long. Alright, we're just about to cross the boundary between Algiers and Spanish airspace. We are still a little off, so when I mean a little off, we're still a little farther, that's what I mean. So still at the top of descent, 236 nautical miles, and we are at 336 nautical miles from descent. We still need to insert the approach plates, so let's do that. Come down here to our routing. There it is. So we're going from, oh, it's all DCT. I wonder why. There's no star for LEMG. It's gotta be a bug. I didn't even notice this. It's all DCT, there's no airway. And there's no star either for Malaga. By the way, we took off from the opposite runway at Malta. This is a very odd. I've never seen a route tape like this. It's a very odd tape. So we might as well just wait for what ATC will give us, because it's probably going to be vectored in again. And there's a lot of stars, as you can see, so pretty sure this is a little bug from Simbrief. It's not beyond ATC's fault. We can request our own approach, by the way, and that's probably what I'm going to do. Yeah, see that? DCT, DCT, DCT. This is all messed up. Shouldn't be like that. I didn't notice this when I created the briefing. But we can edit here. See, the new flight plan is much more consistent because it has, actually no, it's also DCTs. There's no approach plates whatsoever, unless I'm misreading this. Let's go to Barcelona Center. So there's the airport. Now we're gonna need a southbound approach for runway 13. So this one, for example, Ipata Incal 1 Alpha. I guess since we are so, this is a flight so specific out of the South Mediterranean, there's probably not a direct flight to Malaga. It's probably, there is probably no entry point for these types of flights, but still, you would expect that at least something like this, like Ipata or Incal, would be a nice approach. But since I don't know exactly which runway is active down there, I can go to Aegis here. Hope it's refreshed. For runway news is 13. Arrival 1213 and departure is 13. So we are probably going to land at 12 or 13. So let's come up here in the airports chart. So either this one or that one. So out of Salvem, this one's for runway 31. We need the opposite end, so probably the top ones. This is from the north. This was also from the north. From the could use this one on Luqa and come all the way up here to make our approach. But this one, Incal, or even this one, Ipata, sounds more like a normal approach. But for some reason, we've been given no SID or star for this flight out of Simbrief. So we're just gonna have to wait for ATC to be generous with us. So I'm gonna request descent winds. Whoops. And we're going to select approach speed, run flaps 30, 1 to 7 for reference. Alright. There's our top of descent. Right after that next waypoint, max it. Not long now. Whoops. So let's time accelerate a little bit so we can get our clearance as soon as possible. Forecasts, uplinks ready.
Ryanair 5190 Hotel.
Load.
Descend to 6,000 feet. QNH 1023.
And done.
QNH 1023, Ryanair 51 Yankee Hotel.
Skyrunner 5053. Contact Serbia Center 118.275.
Contact Serbia Center 118.275, Skyrunner 5053. Have a good evening.
Air Nostrum 62 Bravo X-ray Barcelona Center. Expect wind of 3 Foxtrot, runway 12.
Expect wind of 3 Foxtrot, runway 12, Air Nostrum 62 Bravo X-ray.
By the way, Chase plane also had an update. Maybe that's why I'm having these little hiccups.
Nelox 1 Victor, runway 06. Report ready for descent.
Nelox 1 Victor, runway 06, ready for descent. Air Nostrum 2024.
Air Nostrum 2024. Descend to 10,000 feet. QNH 1021.
Descend to 10,000 feet. Air Nostrum 2024.
Europa 26 Charlie Juliet. Contact Serbia Center 118.275.
It looks
Contact
there's a new
Serbia
one?
Center 118.
That's the third this week.
26 Charlie Juliet.
Alright, I'll get there. Just not now. Oh, there's a new update for it. I'm not gonna get into that just now. Alright, so this is our top of descent. Hopefully we'll get our clearance somewhere in this location, and apparently it's going to be radar vectors. Yeah, well, goodbye Drexy. Nice seeing you here.
Identified. Air Nostrum 47 Quebec Romeo Lima 2 Mike runway 06 left. Report ready for descent.
Lima 2 Mike, runway 06 left, ready for descent. Air Nostrum 47 Quebec Romeo.
Air Nostrum 47 Quebec Romeo. Descend to flight level 180.
Descend to flight level
There's the coast of Spain right there on the right side. Let's see if I can capture the gear coming down today, finally.
Center on 118.275, follow 3603, bye-bye. Quality 33 Tango, radar vectors, IL Zulu runway 12. Report ready for descent.
Alright,
Radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway 12.
so let's go in and confirm that. So, runway ILS Zulu 12. What's the transition for that? Oh my. So it's gotta be one of these. NATOX, DVAC. That's too far, so probably GAFX or NATOX. Or AGP. Yeah, AGP is best. Alright, let's go through AGP.
775, Barcelona Center. Expect Melox 1 Victor, runway 06.
Expect Alex 1 Victor.
Alright, we're ready for descent.
Switch 7775.
Quality 32 Tango, ready for descent.
Quality 33 Tango, Malaga Airport landing, runway 12.
Malaga Airport, landing runway 12, quality 33 Tango.
Yes. We're ready for descent. Still a little off, about 80 miles. So we're gonna wait for them to tell us, call when ready for descent.
Barcelona Center, Ryanair 579, flight level 330.
So where's our
Ryanair 5729, Barcelona Center, radar contact.
decision height?
Julie
Yes.
518 Charlie, contact Serbia Center 118.275, bye-bye.
We're in class Charlie, 259er. So Barrow.
Ryanair for 2 Golf Whiskey, contact Ibiza Tower 118.505 for day.
Contact Tower 118.505, Ryanair 40 Golf Whiskey.
Candia Bird 252 Alpha, Barcelona Center. Expect Nepal 3 Echo with the River Santo 2 Echo transition, runway 06
Right there,
left.
Barrow reference.
Nepal 3 Echo with the River Santo 2 Echo transition, runway 06 left, Candia Bird 252 Alpha.
259er,
Quality
259er.
33 Tango, contact Serbia Center 118.275.
Center on 118.275, quality 33 Tango. Have a good evening. Serbia Center, quality 33 Tango, flight level 400.
Quality 33 Tango Serbia Center, radar contact.
Radar contact. So runway course should be 118.
Serbia Center, Beeline 5 Golf Hotel, flight level 329er. Beeline 5 Golf Hotel, Serbia Center, radar contact.
I'm gonna set it here, although we may need to use our heading, but for now let's leave it with the runway heading, and let's tune in the ILS which is 110.55. 110.55.
Ryanair 32 X-ray Victor.
110.55. Done. So we got already 110.55, course 118 as course set. We are still too far to get it tuned in, but this is the thing I was doing wrong last time I flew this plane. I was only setting my own radio, expecting this one to be cloned, but it's not. And for the fact that only the captain radio was tuned in correctly, not the CFO, I didn't have any clear ILS guidance through the flight directors, but today we are gonna get that for sure.
Ryanair 50 Whiskey Alpha, Serbia Center, radar contact, climb to flight level 310.
Climb to flight level 310, Ryanair 50 Whiskey Alpha.
So here are the frequencies, by the way, just in case you don't have the chart available. 110.55 and for the initial approach, and the course is 118 for the runway. So we should have ILS fully ready. 40 nautical miles. I actually thought we were much closer, but we're still a bit far. So we are going to get a discontinuity in our legs because we don't have any connection with the next waypoint, but we should go through AGP at 6,000 feet, so we're probably going to get that altitude into our MCP in a moment. And as for this one, we're just going to have to fly direct to, as long as they're giving us vectors, there should be any issue with that. So we are still waiting for that descent clearance.
Ryanair 32 Extra Victor, Island 3 Echo, runway 27. Report ready for descent. Island 3 Echo, runway 27, ready for descent. Ryanair 32 X-ray Victor. Ryanair 32 X-ray Victor, descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1017. Descent to 6,000 feet, Ryanair 32 X-ray Victor.
Now we're getting very close to our top of the descent. We're really hoping to get that new altitude. We're about 30 nautical miles.
Charlie Juliet, descent to flight level 080.
Descent to flight level 080, Europa 26 Charlie Juliet.
Since we're getting vectors, they're probably going to tell us to descend a little later, because remember, we need to go northbound in order to make our approach. So they're not going to rush us, descend into their busy control center. Just checking the DATs for Malaga. Temperature 18, QNH 1019er.
Contact Malta approach 125.955, Portugal 11 Hotel
as always, if you enjoy this kind of content, remember to leave a like and subscribe. And there's a link in the description to buy me a coffee. Any investment, any donation is reinvested in new add-ons, new aircraft, new scenery. Appreciate the help of many people that already helped the channel. So again, very close to our top of descent, still no descent clearance.
Expect voluntary echo, runway 27, runner 4 Foxtrot.
Less than 10 nautical miles from our TD. Come on, guys. Sevilla Center, quality 33 Tango, ready for descent.
Quality 33 Tango, you broke up. Say again, altitude.
Ready for descent. Quality 33 Tango. It's not gonna accept that.
Quality 33 Tango.
Yeah, it's really, it's not good. This is not good. Cancel it.
Cancel altitude change. Quality 33 Tango.
Just give us a new altitude.
Quality 33 Tango, roger. Altitude change request cancelled.
Yeah, we're above performance now. Waiting for them to give us the all clear to descend. Let's try. Quality wings 33 Tango, request flight level 100. Let's see what they say.
Quality 33 Tango. Unable your flight to the west and 10,000 feet is an even numbered flight level. Please pick another altitude.
Flight level 090.
Quality 33 Tango. Unable 9,000 feet at this time.
Then give me any altitude.
Europa 26 Charlie Juliet, contact Madrid approach 131.175.
Contact Madrid approach 131.175, Europa 26 Charlie Juliet.
Sevilla, quality 33 Tango, request flight level 300, at least.
Quality 33 Tango. Unable your flight is to the western flight level 300 is an even numbered flight level. Please pick another altitude.
Request flight level 290.
Quality 33 Tango. Unable flight level 290 at this time. Ryanair 4 Foxtrot, Bilandry Echo, runway 27. Report ready for descent. Bilandry Echo, runway 27, ready for descent. Ryanair 4 Foxtrot.
Why isn't it clearing me to descend? It's beyond me.
Feet, QNH 1017. Descent to 6,000 feet, Ryanair 4 Foxtrot. Sevilla Center, Ryanair 779 uniform, good evening, flight level 129er. Ryanair 779 uniform, Sevilla Center, good evening, identified, continue climb to flight level 320. Continue climb to flight level 320, Ryanair 779 uniform.
I'm gonna need a long time to compensate this altitude discrepancy. We're going through the runway center line now. We need to land from north to south, but we're still at flight level 400 and not even near descending towards the approach. All because Simbrief is just not giving me the right vectors, the right stars, And beyond ATC, vectoring for landing is an unknown science, to be polite. Anyway, let's continue configuring the plane. So let's go for the performance, landing en route, runway 12. So all P, auto brakes, let's set auto brakes 1, let's see what that gives us. Normal condition, vRAAS at 5, no anti-ice, air conditioning off, flaps 30, get the weather in, wind 140, 18 degrees outside, 140 at 4 knots, 18 degrees outside, and QNH 1020. So yeah, pretty cool. Landing clearance at 6,400 feet. Our VRAF is 130 knots. That's all fine and dandy. So let's set auto brakes 1. So let's go descent checklist. Anti-ice as required, not required. Landing altitude. Let's check our landing altitude. 43 feet, so not even 50 feet is fine. Altimeter is 1020 local. Landing lights are on, seatbelt signs are on, we just don't have the vectors yet. Almost at that point when I'm going to ignore ATC clearances.
Contact Serbia approach 128.5. Contact Serbia approach 128.5, Ryanair 32 X-ray Victor. Quality 33 Tango, descend to 10,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Descend to 10,000 feet, QNH 1020, quality 33 Tango.
There we go.
Ryanair 50 Whiskey Alpha.
It's giving us to descend 30,000 feet at 2,000 feet per second per minute. That's going to take a moment. So I'm probably going to delete this arrival. Just going to set ILS Zulu without any transitions. Yeah, because...
Beeline 5 Golf Hotel, radar vectors, ILS runway 08. Report ready for descent. Radar vectors, ILS runway 08, ready for descent, Beeline 5 Golf Hotel. Beeline 5 Golf Hotel, LROI Airport landing runway 08. LROI Airport landing runway 08, Beeline 5 Golf Hotel. Quality 33 Tango, descend to 7,000 feet.
Descend to 7,000 feet, quality 33 Tango.
Yeah, but don't expect that to happen that fast, my buddy.
Set the ascent Center, Swift 102, flight level 190. Swift 102, Soviet Center, radar contact.
We're descending at 5,000 feet per minute. And we still have 20,000 feet to go.
Soviet Center, expect vessel 6 Charlie, runway 35.
Expect vessel 6 Charlie, runway 35, Skyrunner 5053.
And of course we're overspeeding now, so speed brakes out.
Quality 33 Tango, turn right, heading 295, hectares for the approach.
10 right, heading 295, quality 33 Tango.
Swift 102, Serbia Center, expect Proto 3 Delta, runway 32 right. Expect Proto 3 Delta, runway 32 right, Swift 102. 518 Charlie, Serbia Center, expect Domingo to Yankee, runway 12. Expect Domingo to Yankee, runway 12, Bueling 518 Charlie. Royal Air Maroc 715 Zulu, contact Maghreb Casablanca, radar 125.1.
Contact Maghreb Casablanca, radar 125.1, Royal Air Maroc 715 Zulu.
Ryanair 50 Whiskey Alpha, Pilot 3 Echo, runway 27. Report ready for descent.
Pilot 3 Echo, runway 27, ready for descent. Ryanair 50 Whiskey Alpha.
Ryanair 50 Whiskey Alpha, descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Descent to 6,000 feet, Ryanair 50 Whiskey Alpha.
Serbia Center, Air Nostrum 378, descending via Proto 3 Delta, flight level 265.
Air Nostrum 378, Serbia Center, radar contact. Quality 33 Tango, contact Malaga approach 125.955.
Contact Malaga approach 125.955, quality 33 Tango. Malaga approach, quality 33 Tango, flight level 260, we have India on board.
Quality 33 Tango, Malaga approach, QNH 1020, expect radar vectors for ILS Zulu runway 12.
Yeah, that's where we got already, buddy.
Vectors for ILS Zulu runway 12, quality 33 Tango.
Quality 33 Tango, descend to 5,000 feet.
Descend to 5,000 feet, quality 33 Tango.
Yeah, don't expect me to reach that altitude that soon. We're 16,000 feet above where we should be, so it's gonna take a while. Turn on my track IR again. We got our feet dry. Let's set this to terrain data. About to reach 20,000 feet. We are clear to 5,000 feet. So let's just hope it doesn't make us turn too high. Well, we will have trouble. It's of course the captain's decision when to make the turn, even if given the vectors. If the pilot isn't confident, he can turn safely, he can delay or postpone the turn or deny the turn at all, or even anticipate it.
Alpine 18 Whiskey Golf, contact Malaga Tower 118.78, bye bye.
Over
Right, This is our approach here.
78 Alpine 18 Whiskey Golf. Have a good evening.
With the rejected approach procedure there. Still at 18,000 feet. Flight level 180 for the purists.
Quality 33 Tango, descend to 4,000 feet.
I cannot.
4,000 feet, quality 33 Tango.
Some strong winds here. Plane struggling a little bit. Beautiful scenery. Our speed brakes are halfway. Let me see if I can help the plane any further.
Descend to 3,000 feet, quality 33 Tango.
This is just our clearance because we're at 16,000 feet.
Turn right, heading 010, quality 33 Tango.
Not yet, sorry. We're going to wait for a little further to start our turn, or we'll be too high. It's going to give us another heading in a moment. Let's put our speed brakes in.
Quality 33 Tango, turn right, heading 055.
See,
Turn right, heading 055, quality 33
we're still
Tango.
too high. We're not going to turn just yet. If you see here on your ND, altitude 1020, set and set and set. See here that we are 7,000 feet above the desired altitude still for this particular approach, so we're going to extend our turn a little further down the line, and probably on the next request to turn we will accept. We're somewhere over here, so we can't go that farther because of these mountains here, and we can see them here, so we're getting awfully close to the mountain range, but we're still above it, as you can see here. Alright, now we are passing 10,000 feet. External lights on. And now we need to start turning now, but still too high, so we still need to descend quite a bit. But I'm getting a little worried with these mountains on our side. We got mountains at 4,000, 5,000 feet. So we need to turn any time now. You know what, I'm going to make the turn right now because I'm getting a little stressed out by those mountains. Let's go 055 as they claimed. Alright, heading turn 055. Alright, there's we are coming up on the ideal descent rates as we wanted it to. Why can't we go to legs here? What's going on here?
Quality 33 Tango 18 miles from Natex, turn right, heading 110, maintain 2,500 feet until established. Clear dial S Zulu runway 12.
Clear for the ILS.
2,500 feet until established. Clear ILS Zulu runway 12, quality 33 Tango.
So we can now select direct to NATOX. Arm the LNAV. Here we go. We're below the glide path as desired. Let's engage Warlock. And we're gonna help the plane decel with a little bit of flaps here. Speed check flaps 1, the plane will automatically drop to the next flap position. This will enable us also to decel. And we can engage approach as well, because we are clear for the ILS. The runway is right up front, so our vRAAS will be (127) flaps 30. There's our glide slope indicator. We're below it as we wanted it. It's a 3-degree glide path towards the runway. Course 118, interception at 2,500 feet. That's what we're aiming at. Coming up on our decel point.
$2,500.
2,500 check. Let's go for flaps 5. Approach checklist, altimeters check 1020, 1020 and 1020. Decision height set 259 feet. Approach speed 127. Approach button is armed. Speed brake is armed. And flaps set as required. We're still offset with the runway. That's because we didn't intercept the localizer. As you can see, there's a little white diamond on the left. We're still waiting for that interception. Every time the plane will intercept localizer first and then glide slope. It will never intercept glide slope first, because you might start your descent in offline, off center, and that could cause you obstacle issues. So these runways are certified to have no obstacles on the glide path. There it is, glide slope intercepting and as well as localizer intercepting. So apparently he's going to try to do both of them, but never intercepting localizer second, always intercepted at least at the same time or intercepted first. Alright, we're going for Cat 3. I don't want Cat 3. I want IMC.
2500.
There, that's the one I want. Ah, it's automatically shifting to Alpha 3. Alright. Not the same. 2500 check. And let's go.
Approach Alpine 077, flight level 160 with information India.
Alpine 077, Malaga approach. Good evening. QNH
2 channels.
Expect the ILS Zulu runway 12 with the landing transition.
Should be dual channel here.
Expect the ILS Zulu runway 12 with the landing transition. Alpine 077.
That's odd.
Quality 33 Tango, contact Malaga Tower 118.78.
Contact Tower 118.78, quality 33 Tango. Malaga Tower, quality 33 Tango, ILS Zulu runway 12.
Let's go for vRAAS.
33 Tango, Malaga Tower, wind 140 degrees, 4 knots, runway 12 clear to land.
Clear to land, gear down.
Runway 12 clear to land, quality 33 Tango.
Speed check, flaps 15. Flaps 25. And flaps 30. Let's let it stabilize and we'll take control to land. Alright, stabilize, autopilot off. I have control. Just keep the little ball inside the big ball and you'll be alright. Trust the flight director. The flight director is your friend. No wind. One thousand check. Plane is wobbling quite a bit. I don't know if you guys can notice that. That's runway 13 to our right. That's not the one we're landing, of course.
Approaching 12.
That's the one we want. Landing checklists. Go around altitude 2500 check. Landing gear down. Flap set for landing. Whoops. 500 check. Plane's wobbling left and right. 400 check. check.
200. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers. Auto brake set. Knots. Auto brakes off. Reverses back in. Runway exit procedures. Let's hold right here. There's another ASL plane there.
Quality 33 Tango. Request taxi to allocated cargo ramp.
Quality 33 Tango. Taxi to ramp 48 via Echo 9er Delta Lima.
Taxi to ramp 48 by Echo 9er Delta Lima. Quality 33 Tango.
Alright, so we just got out here at Echo 8. And we need to go to ramp 48 via Echo 9er. This is where we are. Delta. And then where's Lima? It's probably not here on this chart, but we'll get there. Because I got my cheat chart. Alright, so we need to go, I'll say. So we need to go through Delta and then Lima. This is Lima, is not, there's no letter here, but this is Lima here. Yeah, and then it's on this other side. Alright, so there's Lima 1 there, you see. So we need, it's on the other side. So we're right here, we need to go all the way down here and then to the other side. Alright, there we go. Oh my, these brakes are killing me. So, APU gen available.
All aircraft be advised, information Juliet now current, QNH 1020.
Dual bleed off. Here we go. Gate 48, at least it picked the right gate. QNH what did he say? 1020, set and cross-checked. Speed brake back in. After landing checklist.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead.
Oh, I gotta press.
Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
I pressed test by accident. Turn off terrain display, turn off weather display. After landing checklist, auto brake set off. Flaps retracted, speed brakes retracted, landing lights off, strobe lights set to steady. Taxi lights are on, transponder altitude off. APU set, APU gen is on, terrain and weather display off, and clock to stop. Alright, so this is Delta. I think we overshot our turn here. Yeah, we did. So we're gonna need to make a left-hand turn here, or a right-hand turn. Where the heck am I? It's a right-hand turn, not a left-hand turn. I overshot my turn back there, so we're gonna do it right now. Lots of breaks. Service update 5 is not the holy grail as Sobo wanted it. A lot of hiccups, weird hiccups. It's like the computer's trying to read ahead and can't, because there's probably so much crap to load. So we are going to park on the other side of this gate here. So we need to go around this gate. We don't need this anymore. I think GSX has a map feature. Maybe we can use that. Alright, so we need to go to this gate here. I don't know if you guys can see it. You probably can't. So might as well shut that down. So when I pressed GSX to open that moving map, it opened a new window, and apparently you guys can't see that. Very big stutters. I mean, the frame rate looks okay. It's just when you turn around that the computer's struggling to load data, looks like. So now this is our turn here. See, if I don't move my head around, the FPS is quite acceptable. But as soon as I start moving, there's going to be stutters. Right. So 1, 2, 3 on the third turn. We should turn in. This is the one of the inner gates. There's a second inner gate. On the third we'll turn. Supposedly it's a cargo area. I'll be very disappointed if it's not, because this is not a passenger plane. So it looks like a gate area, jetway area. Wow. I thought GSX knew this is a cargo plane. Alright, this is the turn. Yeah, it's definitely a jetway. Gated jetway. I'm pretty sure BeOnTC said cargo ramp. It didn't say cargo. So probably quality needs some. Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the gate. So gate 50. No, 49. All right, gate 49. That's the one. Here we go. That's the one right there. Start in. Definitely not a cargo gate, but whatever. Oh, this is the one. So 48, not 49. Slow down. Stop. Probably a little askew. Parking brake set. We got our APU powered in and bleeding, so let's turn off 1. Turn off 2. Anti-collision off. Let's request deboarding. Going to bring in the stairs. Here we go. Oh my God, look at the stutters. Looks like everything's connecting, so let's park and shut down. Parking brakes are set, taxi lights off, chocks, let's set the chocks here. What did you say? She said something. Chocks set, requests ground power unit. Also requested an air start unit, but that's my bad. Waiting for the ground power to connect. There's a ground power coming. Really weird looking. Look at that. Anyway, let's not dwell into that. Let's release the air start unit. We don't need that. Ground power is connected. Whoa, lots of stutters. Ground power on. And with that, we can turn off our APU. And we can also disconnect the packs. So yaw damper also can go off. Hydraulic pumps, the doors are still open, but we can turn them off. Probe heat to off. Doors are opening. Alright, welcome to Malaga. Definitely not the most beautiful flight in terms of performance. As you saw, there's some huge performance issues with Service Pack 5 released yesterday by Asobo for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I'm having these huge spikes in what appears to be virtual RAM usage. That's not good. But during the flight it was okay. It was only when we were approaching to land. There goes our APU. When we were approaching to land that the biggest issues occurred. Apologies. I will try to optimize a little bit. For the first time ever, MFS 2024, I need to re-optimize it. Yeah, so hopefully Asobo will get it right and fix it in the near future. But until then, it's gonna remain this little mess of stuttering and low FPS. Right guys, if you liked what you saw, remember, leave a like, subscribe. We don't.
Taxi to stand 6 for via Alpha Delta Lima Romeo 8 fueling 9 Yankee Alpha.
Alright, so again, if you guys like what you see, please do leave a like and subscribe. Remember, everything that you do here in the channel, including chatting, will improve the channel ever so slightly. You can also help the channel by a donation. There's a Buy Me Coffee link in the description. As always, thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for your company. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Drexy. And thank you, LPCB Dinesh, for being around. And I'll see you guys next time. As always, stay happy. And if you can, get up there in the sky and fly. It's the best place you can ever be. Alright guys, see you. Bye-bye.
I love to fly up in the sky. Through the clouds I reach so high. Climbing up to touch the light. Adventure calls me day and night. The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dreams begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. The stars above begin to shine.
Oh, and Ângelo, um abraço. Esqueci-me do Ângelo. Grande abraço, Ângelo.
Endless skies in brilliant blue. The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dreams begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the drums beat. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the